Hey guys, this is Robert with the Robert and Frank Show, and I am here today, and I'm going to be talking about Uber. Now, I'm going to just pause for a second and let Frank edit in the little animation here. So, and I'm back. Okay, cool. All right, so the reason I'm bringing up Uber today is because I was reading an article and it's talking about how Uber, they're in essence just screwing with the competition, and they're trying to recruit them, and their business practices are actually really bad in my opinion. I mean, I was reading about this and it's like, oh hey, you know what, Uber, they're talking about 177 Uber employees have booked and canceled rides in the period of months. Actually, let's see. Since last October, they've canceled 5,000. They've set up and canceled 5,000 rides. I'm sorry, Uber. That's just some BS. I mean, really, you're talking about, having a sound business model, and you shouldn't have to resort to these types of tactics in order to boost your own business, and then try to at the same time then recruit other drivers from, in this case it's Lyft, is the company that they're screwing over. And I mean, it's terrible because these people rely on the money of these rides. I mean, if you're gonna try to really recruit someone, don't go and set up a call and then cancel it. I mean, that's just terrible. I mean, you're literally stealing the food off of this person's table to feed themselves, their wives, their kids, their family members, or whoever it is, their dog. Who cares? The point is, you are taking that money away from them, and it's just ridiculous. Fess up to it and stop that practice. I mean, who really wins in a case like this? Yes, Uber, you get some more drivers in some cases, but then what's going to happen? Then everything that you've worked so hard for, the government's going to come in, step in, and be like, well, you guys can't apparently regulate yourselves. We already have regulations in place for regular taxi companies, and you should now follow them, and you should be taxed the same way, which is, I mean, they should, in my opinion. Uber and Lyft, and I mean, anyone else that gets into this business should be part of the taxation that goes on for taxis, because in reality that's what these companies are. So they should be taxed and regulated accordingly. Now, not to say that they shouldn't be allowed to operate. My point is that they really need to it's like there's that one saying, one person calls you a duck, ignore it. Two people call you a duck, start thinking about it. Three people call you a duck, no, that's not it. I don't care. If you understood the reference, that's my point. It's not one person that thinks that you're a taxi service. I mean, because in essence, that is what you are. Yes, you are more convenient because you are giving people the ability to request rides through an app. Yes, you're providing the service. It's not the same. It's more personalized. It's higher class in some cases. Like Uber, they've got some really nice cars, nice drivers, and people that are overall good people overall. Great. In a lot of cases, I'd take that over a regular taxi cab any day. If I ever need a ride through Uber, or if I ever need a taxi, to be honest, I'd probably take Uber or Lyft instead of getting regular taxi if I can help it. Hell, the reason for it is because I took a taxi home because I had to one day, because I was with family and the car broke down. Taxi driver on an exit that was 30 miles an hour was going 50 to 55 miles an hour. We all in the back of the taxi slid to one side. and we're just bouncing around. And I mean, I'd rather. I think these Uber drivers and Lyft drivers might be different because they're not working so hard. They're not working through a company. I don't know. I feel that it might be better. It's frustrating to me though to hear that this is going on. I mean, because all that's going to happen is that you are going to get stomped on by the government, by regulations, by you're going to get fined because of your business practices, and just deal with it, get rid of it, do it legit, do what you're supposed to, and I mean, just don't go crazy, you know. And I mean, I was reading this other thing, is this other article, and this is from where was this from? Let's see. Well, oh yeah, back in December. Okay, so The Verge is writing this, and they're basically saying, hey, and they're talking about price surge, or surge pricing. I'm sorry, wrong word. And it's basically saying, hey, there's a huge demand for drivers right now. What we're trying to do is we're charging you more, but we're trying to get more drivers out on the road in order to get you service as quick as possible. And it's like, wait, you're doing what? And they're charging people in some cases up to 8 times the regular rates. Dude, again, what the that was not timed right, but that's my point. Like, really? It's not even, I mean, I can understand if you have some sort of like rush hour, like slight increase in charging in the rates, because it's just you need to pay, and you need to get these people on the roads, okay. But to go from this I was looking at this, it's what is this, there's a graphic here. It says $175 minimum fare. Wow. It's saying $8.75 a minute, or $35 a mile. That is some ridiculousness right there. That, I mean, I am sorry, but if I ever deal with Uber and I go through and I see surge pricing, screw that. I'm not about to pay a minimum of $175 to get my ass from one spot to another when I can call a taxi and probably get it cheaper. Yes, it might take longer. Yes, there might be other issues. Yes, I hate the fact that the driver is driving 75 miles an hour down the freeway, barreling and switching lanes back and forth. Yes, I hate all that. Do I really feel comfortable paying $175 for the same rate that this taxi driver is not going to charge? He's going to charge me his regular rate no matter what time of the day it is? Yeah, I mean, I'd probably go with that instead. It's just, there shouldn't be, there shouldn't be, they call it surge pricing. Some people call it price gouging. And at that point, that is some massive price gouging, because in reality, you're talking about, oh, well, you know what? You really need us. So because you really need us, we are going to charge you almost 10 times what you normally pay. That, in any sense of the term, is price gouging, because you are now taking advantage of the situation and, in essence, taking money from me for the same service that you provide normally at a much higher rate. Something that I'd probably pay like $50 for, you're charging me a hell of a lot more. It's no. So, and I mean, and the main time that they're using this is when there's some sort of like emergency. Is like in New York, they were talking about there was a snowstorm, it was real bad. Oh, well, you know what? We're in surge pricing mode. Okay. No, I'm sorry. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate feeling like I'm getting gouged for things that I can pay regular. I'll take a cap. I will not deal with that. So Uber, I will tell you, if you ever get a phone call or a request from me on my phone, I will tell you right away. I will not pay your surge pricing. If I don't even know if it's still in effect. I mean, this is back in December, but I mean, just the things that these companies are trying to make a buck, and I mean, everyone wants to make a living. Everyone wants to be the next big thing. Great, do it legally. Don't screw over the people that you're trying to help. Don't take advantage of situations where people are in desperate need for your service, and well, now because you're in desperate need, we're gonna charge you a ridiculous amount. I actually saw a picture of in Hawaii recently with a hurricane that was going to hit. I don't even remember if it hit or if it did major damage. Or cases of bottled water. Usually, a case of bottled water go for like $5-6. And I think it was going for something like $15. And it's like, whoa! I mean, it's again the time of need. It's an emergency. It's people need this. This is required for their daily life sustenance, and you're gouging them because of an emergency. Supply and demand, yes. If you don't charge it, someone else will. But I mean, you have your regular rates. Stick to them, please. Anyway, so I'm gonna leave it at that. If you guys like what I'm doing, please support us at patreon.com/Robert and Frank, and we will appreciate anything and everything that you can donate. $1. Even if you only ever do it once, $1's $1. Or if you want to do it once a month, you know what? I think we're gonna probably be each putting out, hopefully, a daily show. For one for me, one for Frank. So if you like it, let us know. We want to hear your feedback. I am at robertandfrank.com. Hold on, let me move my head. There we go. So you can email me there, and I will be happy to take any questions or anything that you want to talk about. So just let me know. And again, today I was talking about Uber. If you don't know already, I'm just messing with the settings here. So anyway, I appreciate you guys. Anyone that watches, any new subscribers, thanks. Keep on watching. Thanks a lot.